It has to be now.
Yep, Fusion's just pushing his way forward, trying to dodge around those barriers. Ursa's going to be losing out on the Blizzard. Instantly gets taken down by Persia immediately thereafter. Now off the point, is Popo into the back. Death Blossom going to be used, but Baby is ready. Cuts down the enemy Reaper. Popo will be lost. Rain still in charge of the point here for the moment. Simwall going to be coming out. Baby trying to dodge in and out of that one to keep himself alive. And so far it's working. A treat, finishes off the supercharger. And Rain are getting closer and closer. This will be an OT flip, if a flip at all for the side of the Boston Uprising, because now they lose out on Blaze's back, and the Baby Diva is taken down by Masa. And for a little bit more, Stellar barely making it into that Wraith Walk, but he's got a sliver of HP, no way to survive. Will get taken down. There's still 3 members gone. On the side of the Boston Uprising as OT bleeds away. And Rain will take the first round. Night Market goes to them 100-0. Coalescence going to be used by Dogman first. Rep trying to knock Color Hex out of the sky. The Blizzard is invested from the side of the Boston Uprising. And Stellar manages to find one, but Death Blossom comes in for Baby Bang. He punishes the enemy May to keep him alive. And Stellar will get Res back and right in front of the action. Helix manages to find that Res, and now Fusion's going to be taken out. That consistent healing from the Mercy wasn't there to keep the front line up. Rod's going to be dropped in, however, Color Hex manages to find one, but Airster takes him out of the sky, and again, the kills are coming through for the Boston Uprising, but they can't make their way onto the point. They can't get this flip. Rain are still in control now at 65%. Shields up on everybody, and the Death Blossom comes through. Barrage is out now from Color Hex. D-Matrix comes in, but Color Hex still manages to find 2. Another Blizzard going to be taken away. Rain, can they hold out here? Can they stop the Boston Uprising from getting this flip? FRD going to be knocked out of the mech. Masa still up on the walls, but up close and personal. Color X gets the direct shot. They finish him off. Boston Uprising on the board. Barrage will be ready. FRD going to have to stay in that mech so we can have that D-Matrix ready to roll. Baby Bay going to be forced into the Wraith Walk as the Blizzard comes down. Airster freezing up 1. Stellar going low. Barrage into the back. Color Hex with the flank angle. Will kill himself off in the end, but has he done enough? Both supports going to be taken down, but they lose Kellex as Baby Bay finds a kill. Now Fusion's going to be taken out. Blaze's knocked out of the mech and will be able to finish off that Baby Diva. It looks so good. The flank was there, but it's just not enough. The flip comes in for the Rain. OT starting to dwindle. Can anyone tag? Helix is there for the moment. The next closest. Now Color Hex. Wrecking Ball coming through from Fusions. Trying to make his way onto the point. Barely touches in time. But he's all on his lonesome versus a Reaper, and they just jump him down. The kills are there, and it seems like this should be the end of it. Lijiang Tower taken by the Atlanta Rain. 150% in that final round.
You trade out the supports in a fight like that with Barrage, and the trade favors the Reaper team that's already on the point, that has lifesteal to keep himself healed up. Baby Bay turning that fight, and they're 2 maps away now from top 6.
Whereas Airster about to hit 60% mid layer. Surging forward towards that Blizzard, but Blase manages to find a pick as FRD's going to be taken down, but Fusions is lost at the same time, and there's a freeze on the Blase. They refreeze him for a second time. They try to keep him alive, but it's not going to happen. Layer will be committing the Blizzard to the fight just to ensure that they find a victory. Probably could have held on to it,
yeah,
but
that's actually
a good measure.
That's potentially going to cost them, actually, in an upcoming fight.
Around the corner now, pushing forward, and Matrix is going to be used. Poke's coming out, Wall is there, Poke gets torn apart. Blase through that Amp Matrix, just absolutely decimating the enemy. Arisen now pushing around the corner, looking for the finisher. Onto end layers, unable to find it. FRD manages to pick 1. Biodate is over onto 2. Fusions and Blase both falling low, waiting to get healed back up. It's Persia alone right now trying to keep these tanks sustained. It's not that much healing coming up from Alone Zenyatta, but they still get the pull forward onto FRD and finish him off. Masa in the back gets rid of Color Hex, but they lose out on end layer. Masa goes down, and the Boston Uprising have made their way to get this cap on A.
As in Zenyatta's composition, though, that they're up against, we have to point out that Stellar committed a Blizzard there that was completely unnecessary.
Well, from Masa quickly approaching, which Kellex uses his own, the Maywall, blocks it off for a period of time. He'll be able to break that down and get rid of that immortality field. Blizzard comes out, Airster, uses the Dragon Strike, tosses that one through the point. Softens up a couple members on the side of the Boston Uprising, and Fusion is going to be taken down. 1 tick going to be snagged by the Boston Uprising so far. They need a lot more than that. Ursa is into the back. Perfect flank angle here, just looking for the kills. Can't quite nail the arrow, as it would seem. Finds Color Hex, has to retreat. The fight still won by the Rain.
Up 65%. Gonna take a look at Popo blocking up these kills. He has a nice flank angle here. He's completely protected by his barrier. So he just comes in, steps forward, and after that ult pulls everyone away. It's just an easy cleanup. Yeah. But going into this next fight here, I mean, things are gonna look a little bit rough for the Uprising.
As he is now ready to go. So it's gonna pull the trigger first now, and Lair answering back. Maywall comes up to deny a lot of that whole hog damage. They are frozen off the point here for the moment. Now Persia gonna be taken down. FRD finds the first pick, a crucial one. As the barriers get reset, FRD is still on the flank, gets the pull in on the color, Hex finishes him off. That hook melee combo, now Fusion's got nowhere to go, no one to back him up. Gets taken down, and it's 15 seconds remaining. Boston Uprising, somebody's gonna have to tag. They're still getting staggered.
There's pushed off, man. Whole hog in the spawn. FRD says, sorry, London Spitfire, this one's for you.
Fusion just moved over onto the wrecking ball, but he's already frozen, already eliminated, and that's going to be it. 47.1% approved for the Boston Uprising on point B. He had one of his own Pharah.
That's right.
Got rid of that barrage instantly. Speaking of getting rid of something instantly, there goes Fusions, and now Calyx. And Lair, he's in the back line. He's got a gun. And he's taking out your pharmacy comp.
The neutral tank war is lost by Boston, and Inlair gets the flank, and that's all it takes. You have a fantastic hit scan player who's got good aim. You get to give him an angle, especially with a Pharah, doesn't even have the ability to pressure back, and it's just going to be like shooting fish. Well, I mean, they're in the sky. It's not really like shooting fish in the barrel, but...
In the first half. So now we'll see that Blizzard come through.
But he dies using it.
He tries to use it and gets taken down. That is catastrophic now for the Boston Uprising. The Manarain have already pushed forward. The barrier going to be set up by Popo here onto the corner. Looking for the halt. They pull him over to the side, but instead it's going to be yoink forward onto Blase. They lock him up. They take him down. Nano boost use here onto Airster. And the cap is already there. No one else able to attack through it. Atlanta Reign making it quick, making it look easy. Moving up 2-0 in the series.
Dogman and crew trying to speed run their way through their final match of the regular season. An absolute dominant performance. Inlair's done his job. He flanks, he gets those kills, and now he's subbing out. And they're looking for one more win to knock Spitfire into 7th place and take their spot in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Dogman.
Hey, Clown Man.
He's just clowning around.
I see. We should throw Dogman in the splash zone. I love our graphics team. Up over the top, Baby Bay. Trying to get rid of that supercharger, but he's gonna reload now. Has to use the range walk. A bit of an awkward interaction for him. And Color Hex with the Reaper himself takes down Popo. Self-destruct from FRD. Unable to find anything, and Baby Bay gonna be taken out with that Death Blossom ready to go. Can't pull the trigger on that one. FRD now gonna be knocked out of the back, and Masa finished off. That'll be the extended wipe. Boston Uprising, they're on A, they're getting the cap. Breaks down, Color Hex in the back, he's trying to get the back cap. Baby Bay's like, I want to tag the card, but I don't want to get too close to the enemy Reaper. He's losing out on HP. Race Walk is going to be used. Baby Bay needs some support. He manages to find it as Dogman does manage to fade back, and they will take down Color Hex. A cheeky play.
After the Blizzard gets thrown out for Boston, because they just have one to please.
Baby Bay on the flank. Death Blossom comes out, but there's a bomb. It's a little bit far enough away. He takes a bit of damage, but does not get taken down. He is going to be safe as the Blizzard cleans up the rest. Color Hex into the back, manages to find 3 as FRD gets taken down, and maybe, yes, just maybe, they can make this push actually work into B. Oh my goodness, was not expecting that.
This Death Blossom almost ready.
She closer and closer, Coalescence instantly coming in from Dogman, going to be stacking up with both support ultimates as Masa drops the beat. Self-destruct from Blase, only manages to find the supercharger for the Death Blossom from Color Hex, takes down Masa, gets rid of one, but they need a lot more than that if they want to roll into the end. Ursa uses that Meteor Strike zones and back off the card for the moment. There's 4 seconds remaining as Fusions gets taken down by Airster. Pushes back in, looks to get the knockout there on a Blase, Zamek. Takes down Calyx, gets the melee hit on the Stellar. They have the kills, that'll be OT taken away, but Boston Uprising making it so much further than we would have thought. Fusions will roll forward, goes in with a pile driver. The adaptive shield already burned, he's frozen, he's eliminated. That will be OT ticking away, but they make it just 3.3 meters away from point C. So waiting for that one to hit the ground, then push around the corner, and then instant cover. Have the surround here, onto the main, looking to finish off Stellar, but it's going to be Fusions taken out first. Couple members still up onto the high ground, but now Persia all by himself will be eliminated. Not before taking out Baby Bay though. Does manage to find 1, but all the same, Atlanta Reign currently ticking up here onto the point edge to find 1.5. Please comes in, Blase goes down. I mean, that will just be point A.
Close barrier worked. Just to explain this for newer fans who might not know, as we will see Stellar get taken out here.
Damage, so the Reaper not really able to find too much. Pokepo falls low, the Coalescence comes in from Dogman. Keeps the tanks topped up, and Color Hex has to exit with a Wraith Walk. Now the sound barrier comes in from Calyx, keeping everybody else topped up. Full forward comes in, but now Fusions and Color Hex both going to be taken down. FRD looking for some kills, but that self-destruct is unable to do so. Blizzard is out here right over onto the point as Persia tries to fade his way out, but he knows there's no exiting. We'll just go ahead, try to get a little bit of extra charge. Actually, already has a Coalescence online.
High ground, the play around the corner. If Blase gets frozen, though, that's the chance that Airster is waiting for. He's trying to make it happen. Very slow push around. Blase
TP onto the high ground. Instantly, they push Baby Bay off the top. Sound barrier comes in. Blizzard gonna be good. Blase gonna be frozen up. Nearly taken out of that mech. Fusion's now gonna be frozen as well. The Coalescence still running for Persia. Now going to be expiring, and Fusions gets taken down. They wall them off on the side. They're looking for the finishing blows. Into the ice block goes Taylor. He has a Blizzard of his own. He throws it down. The Death Blossom there from Baby Bay manages to clean him up. And they roll through to the end. Atlanta Reign, they get the victory on Kings Row. They take the series, and they have a 7-0 Stage 4 record.
Perfect stage for the Atlanta Reign. A top 6 spot. London Spitfire will have to play in the play-in tournament.
Sorry.
Rough tidings.
You're going in that water in a bit. Still got one more map to get yourself mentally prepared. I don't know what the temperature's like in there, but I imagine it's icy cold. It's been a final match in front of this crowd. Guys, we've got some substitutions. Gator coming in for Popo on the side of the Atlanta Reign. And Bunny Astro taken to the stage, summoned in from Masa. Atlanta Reign looking to go out with a bang here.
Position that gives the Widow an extra chance. And all it takes is line of sight. I mean, barriers down. ColorX now gets a kill on a Baby Bay.
I think if you're Baby Bay, it's time to answer the call. Swap over to the Widow, try to match him. That's what we were looking forward to at the beginning of the day. And Matrix gets used, and Stellar, it is just a shooting gallery for him. He rips them to pieces. Now Configuration 10 going to be used. FRD does not stand a chance. Nor does Bunny Astro. Welcome to the stage, everybody. Stellar is here to party, and he takes them down. The cart continuing to advance. Boston Uprising.
Extra barriers.
Shatter online. Haven't been able to say that one in a while, it feels like. Mortality Field going to be used. Fires right through. Now the sound barrier going to be coming out from the side of the Atlanta Reign. As Bunny Astro drops the beat. Death Blossom in, but Baby, he takes a nap, but it does not matter. Color Hex, however, is looking to turn things around. Finds one, follows up on the Dogman, gets a third. Bunny Astro taken down. Gator finally alleviates the pressure, gets rid of that Widowmaker.
The melee swap here is going to make it a little bit easier as we're going to watch Color X in the first person view. He gets the shatter headshots there. That's what set us up. And Funny Astro is caught. But moving into this roundabout now as they come around to B, they've got a nice control over all these choke points.
First, Blase has to use the charge just to get out. Color Hex takes Gator's head off. Good shot from him. Blase not really sure which way to look to keep himself safe. Goes in the fire strike, gets rid of Dogman. They finish off Airster as well, rolling in now to point B.
This map, but I mean, look, he's got these great angles. He keeps flanking Gator's barriers.
That wall doesn't really deny much, but Dogman sends him a sleep card, put Bionade forward, and Blase swings away, gets himself a 4K. Can he get more? No. Persia will take that final one there onto Dogman, but the cart keeps on moving.
The spawn is going to be under threat. I'm going to take a look at Blase popping off here once again.
Oh, no. Astro.
But the situation here is actually quite dire for the Atlanta Reign. They need to commit into this fight.
And get back into the fight. Color Hex getting tagged up. Bunny Astro into the back. Threatening as best as he possibly can. Color Hex tries to line up the shot there onto Lucio. Shatter online for FRD. We'll see if he can actually hit somebody with it this time. Does manage to do so. Takes him down. Goes in for the pin kick, and Kellex for one final ride. Does find the pin. You see smiles there on their faces as the cart gets stopped just in front of point C. Atlanta Reign.
As fun as this
having
is,
a giggle. Finally do manage to push their way out. Dragonblade already online for Airster. He's going to be drawing it out. Finds one. Kellex instantly disappearing. As is Blase. It's attached through on a Stellar. Will resheath the blade. Color Hex manages to find one. But will get finished off by Airster in the end. They push through. 4 minutes, 45 seconds in the time bank for Atlanta Reign for the second phase of Junkertown.
Looks like Gator's gonna finish the dance this time. Out of it. There it is. He's spotted.
RD, I think he might have bitten on board. You can shoot, but he does have that primal rage. It's the corner of the Color Hex.
Where's he going?
Him down. He's like, you know what? I'm just done. He's like, you guys push the cart forward. I got one. I'm AFK now. Dogman gonna be taken out. Fusions push forward. Does manage to find the enemy on him. And And it's going to be looking pretty good. Well, it's on the Atlanta raid, but Funny Astro, he's in the back line. He's getting kills, picks up 2. Getting fairly solid here on the Mercy, but Gator will be taken down. It's been too much damage for him to try to keep him sustained. Supercharger dropped in, but he's now going to be taking a nap. Airster's into the back line, but he'll be slept, falls to the low ground, but can they kill him off? Here's the question. Color X was not there. That headshot on the sleeping Genji would have been a guaranteed kill. They're unable to find it. Baby Bang still hovering up top, manages to find 2. Funny Astro finishes on Persia again with the headshots on the Mercy. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining.
Watch this deflect kill from Airster one more time. This is actually the headshot kill you saw earlier. Impressive to see. Always love to see our observers catch things like that.
Airster moving his way up onto the high ground. Wants to likely wait for that amp matrix or spy, but no. They'll just go in with an anno boost. Cleans up one as Kellis gets taken down. Pit was there on infusions as well. The flashbang not going to do enough. Flashbang right out of that stun.
But then McCree just gets killed by a fire strike.
Yep. And that is just going to be a very one-sided fight. Got the Shatter, they got the sound barrier, the ladder going to be coming out now. Shatter goes through, manages to find one, and Stellar going to be taken down, camping into the ice block in time. The Immortality field as well, going to get cleaned up by Persia. Manages to find one, but now Fusions and Color X both going to be taken down. Blase stunned for the moment, nearly has that self-destruct online. It's knocked up into the air, manages to use the bomb in time, but they push him back and take him down. The cart will glide through in the end. Boston Uprising unable to pull off the defense there on Junkertown. Atlanta Rain will be able to take their last match of the regular season with a 4-0. Already have punched a ticket into the top 6, where they will square off against the San Francisco Shock in the playoffs. Fantastic like that.
Coming in here, taking their first big win.
Oh boy. Represented by Omen by HP, of course. And for the side of the Atlanta Rain, it is going to be Airster. Walks away with another accolade.
Killing it, especially when you look at all 4 maps. This was perhaps arguably the most impressive, because he was able to zone out so well against Color Hex as far, and that was the crux of the comp they were running. And as May, you're one of the best answers to the far if you get on that point. Played the Doomfist here at the last moment to control the final moments in King's Row when things looked dire. It looked like a risky pick that might not pay off. Gets a deflect kill here. I mean, this one a little bit less important for the implications for playoffs, but you still gotta impress. You gotta be impressed by this guy's hero pool.
Yeah,
he's played so many heroes. He swaps over to the Hanzo when need be, and Lair comes in. I mean, this guy could do pretty much anything, and he's gonna be one of the big tools that could push Atlanta into a top 4 spot in playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. 8 final blows there. 6 Dragon Blade kills from Airster with that Genji in just 7 minutes played.